Wrestling growing up in Iowa, like I said, everyone knows that's what we do there. You got Texas with their football, you got Minnesota with their hockey, but Iowa, it's wrestling. So as far as my mentality growing up, it was always that grind, grind, grind. So I think that carries very well over to fighting. You look at guys like Chael Sonnen, John Fitch, that grinding style. They didn't just pick that up magically. That's from years and years of wrestling. Mm-hmm. When I first saw it was actually back, I remember, it was like Gracie and the Gi, and mm-hmm. I remember watching this stuff thinking, man, I would never do that. Like, it was just scary to me. Like, I look back and I was like, wow, But then something happened. I actually, when I was 16, I was just wandering kind of the streets with my girlfriend in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Started seeing all these big guys tap out shirts, and I'm like, what's going on here? Well, sure enough, they were having UFC. I think it was like 23 Field of Dreams right there in Cedar Rapids. So I ended up going and getting, that's back when I could get, you get $100 tickets here 4 rows back. So I went to it, and I actually, at that time, had gotten a little better, and they had the weight classes. It was 70, 199 or 200, whatever, and then heavyweight. So that's when I started seeing, maybe this isn't as bad as I thought it was. Mm-hmm. And, I got to watch Matt Hughes for the first time, Pat Miletich, hometown guy Tyrone Roberts, mm-hmm. And then I think Pedro Hizzo and Kevin Randleman fought for the title. But after seeing that, I was kind of hooked, and it was a really cool experience. And after that, I was thinking, well, maybe it's something I want to do. And as I got into college and I saw it progressing and started to get to know those guys personally, I was like, this might be a good route for me to go once I'm done. I'm a pretty confident person. I have doubts just like everyone else. Things going through my mind, thinking, man, what if I lose this? What if I lose that? But, I'm overall, I like to think I'm confident. Like I said, this last fight killed me for a couple months. Literally, I fought a great fight, but to have this decision ripped right out of my hands, it makes it take a look, and it kind of made me bitter. Thankfully, I've gotten back on track, but for 2-3 months it was, I wasn't the same person in the gym, and my coaches all realized it, and thankfully, like I said, the coaches here noticed it. They talked to me about it. We're back on track. But this is a tough sport. It can mentally break you. It can make you miserable. I'll be dead honest. I was thinking 2-3 months ago, man, maybe it's time. I haven't suffered a major knockout. Knock on wood. I haven't been hurt seriously. I think maybe it might be time. Maybe it's time to get out before something really bad happens. But like I said, my coaches recognize that. We've talked about it, and I need to finish out my career the way I feel it needs to be. I can't go out on something like that, and but as you think about this stuff, like struggling every day in the gym, not having any money, this stuff will shape you for later on in life. I think I've said it before, but if I came home from a 9 to 5 and didn't feel achy and sore, and that's just a wrestling mentality. I've done it for 20 years now, since I started wrestling and fighting, and I just can't see myself coming home and not being tired and achy. It's just part of me now. So I think that's a lot of these older fighters, that's something hard when they have to hang it up, because they've been competitors their whole life. So I just can't see myself not doing this. So thankfully it's a great outlet for wrestlers. Obviously, it can't all be professional football players and basketball players and that stuff. So this is one profession that you can transfer over from wrestling that works very well for us. So yeah, like I said, I can't see myself doing anything else. Hopefully someday, I have my own gym. I can teach and pass on knowledge that I've learned from here, from different gyms. But I just don't think it's time yet. So.